guys, where do I start? Okay, I got this Holden Cruze. So this is it, black, it's got stripes on it. Quite a nice car, right? Black leather. It is an auto, but still, right? It's not a bad sort of car. It was all right. Now this thing come in and it had a blown head gasket, been sitting for a while. Head gasket got done, and then we had, as soon as we got it going, we then realised that switches inside were broken. So I ordered them. PCV then went in the engine, and then a fuel cut-off solenoid. We repaired all that, done all that. So then I finally got to drive the thing, and to be honest, it wasn't the car I thought it was going to be. It is a 1.4 turbo. It's just not as exciting as I would have liked. But then just after this was almost finished, because I'm going to sell this car very soon, I came across this, which is a 06 Subaru Liberty B-spec. It's a lot like that Super Gramps car off Mighty Car Mods, but beautiful car, black on black, with black leather. I can't really see in there, but it's got like the flappy pedal gearbox. Beautiful car. But of course, as Leith points out, I'm incapable of buying a good car. I have to buy it with something broken, but it happened to be head gaskets. So yeah, the motor's out, and it is a massive lump of a thing. Like, to do the head gaskets in here was just...
Well, you physically can't, because you can't get the head bolts out because they hit the chassis rails when you try and do it. So
okay. You might have been able to jiggle it and bugger us around, but anyway, in order to clean the block properly and have it right, motor come out. Look at the size of that thing. Like, it's just absolutely enormous.
That is. That's the sump there.
Yeah, but it's just a massive lump of an engine. So he's machined the heads today, got the head sitting back on. They've got a pretty wild sort of cam setup in it, and massive, that front plate there runs across the front of the motor, the timing setup. Like, it is not a job for the faint-hearted, that's for sure. But yeah, so anyway, that's another one that's happening at the moment. So Nicole, my wife, will end up with this one, and the shopping cart she's got then will go. So yeah, but if anyone does want a good Holden Cruze, it's like the SRI model. It is a nice car, it's just not what I'm looking for. But this hopefully will be. So anyway, there'll be more Liberty stuff coming up as the motor goes in, and yeah, keep you up to date. Righto, so heap of progress on this big chunk of goodness. It's absolutely huge. Like it's hard to explain how big that actually is. And then this cover here has to go on the front, and there's 42 bolts that hold it on all the way around. Like 42 bolts to bolt that to that. Yeah, so it's a...
And then you've got that one that goes on the front afterwards.
Yeah, and then there's that one there to keep the bits in. But yeah,
to keep the bits in.
To keep all the bits in. But yeah, he just informed me that I might be able to drive this on Saturday, which would be good, because Nerali's birthday is Saturday, and I wasn't looking forward to driving the shopping cart. So, sweet. We'll see how we go though. It might not happen. It will? It will. Apparently, it will. After another day of it driving around in circles in the truck, I get back, how wrapped am I? Look at that. Look at that. That is a big monster of an engine. Like, how does that even fit in that? Like, it's huge. Like, here's for size comparison. There's a bloody tin on top. Like, it dwarfs it. The thing's massive, eh? And there it is again. I know. Geez, it's amazing what Captain gets done when he doesn't have to muck about with people getting parts off. This thing is done, and it's like, yeah, what's today? Thursday. I'm quite surprised. He said I'd have it for the weekend, but yeah, I didn't think it was going to happen. But yeah, he's putting some fluid in for the power steering now, and she's in. Like, when I filmed the last bit of filming, that was yesterday with that motor out, so he's kicking ass. So she's back in. What a tight fit, hey? Like, it's, you can see where the thing blew. We're gonna have to pressure wash it once it's all going.
Yeah, I'll have to clean it here.
Yeah. But yeah, not a lot of room.
Pressure washing it.
You can see why you had to pull it out. Like, that's the room to get the heads. Wouldn't even get rocket covers off, do we? But yeah, she's
Just fill up the water bottle, so I've got one there.
Yeah.
Just make sure the heater's on.
Righto, I'll switch all these switches on, and yeah. Righto, so here we go. First start, like, hell dash, look at that, loving it.
Oil light.
Yep. Oil lights off. Power steering's making a noise, but other than that, guys.
Noisy idler bearing.
What's that?
Noisy idler bearing. Oh no, it's probably power steering.
That's power steering. You just got to bleed the power steering. See, so he's trying to pump it through to get it into the rack. That's your power steering screaming. The reservoir's still full and it has to suck it down. And he's just bleeding it. To bleed your power steering, if it's dead empty, you put it from side to side and it drags it into that end of the rack and that end of the rack, and yeah. I didn't put the heater on. It'll slowly, there it goes, it just went down a bit then. I'll put that on so it doesn't make a mess, and we'll keep an eye on it. It'll suck through. I could not be happier, like that, when I saw the size of that motor and the front part of it and all the pulleys for the timing and everything like that. And we had another local mechanic, I dropped the Tribeca off, which has the same 3 litre motor, and he just went, not doing it. Just not interested. They put seal up in it and sent it back out. Like, but yeah, this is going to be a beautiful car. Can't get the. We've never ran this car, guys. Oh, we did, didn't we? But we never checked anything.
Oh, no, well, I had to do it just the ignition on. All that was working, but now it's running. It's not.
Stereo work? There's no power to it. No, not sure. We'll work that out though. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with. Yeah, what a car. It's going to be beautiful. All right, we'll have a bit of a play. We'll get back to you to tell you how we end up. So we couldn't work out what was wrong with that dash and why the centre piece wasn't coming on and the stereo leads goes, no, it lit up this morning. And then I went to turn the ignition off. As you can see, it's on now. Check engine lights on.
Okay.
Check engine lights flashing. Yeah, and dash cluster looks awesome. And I just touched the key and it popped back just a touch. And yeah, it was all good. Power steering starting to quieten down. The heat's going through into the heater core, because when you bleed your cooling system, you got to make sure you fill your heater core, because that's probably what happened to this car. Is you come into winter, you haven't checked your water properly, or you've driven it all summer, the water's evaporated out of your heater core, you turn your heater on, it fills up the heater core, drains water out of your engine, and then you don't realise, and before you know it, the thermostat isn't sitting in water, and they don't read vapour, and they don't read steam, and you cook your car because you turned your heater on. So coming into winter, first time you turn that on, turn it on just before you're getting home. That way the next morning when you wake up, you can check your water and make sure it's all cool and you're not going to do head gaskets. We get a lot of cars through this time of year with blown head gaskets because of that reason. The heater core fills up, cooks the motor. But anyway, all right, this thing's running mint. So happy with it. So happy with it. I've got Nerali's birthday on Saturday morning, and she wants to go to some trampoline park or something in Toowoomba on Sunday. So yeah, might take this. Still got Rego, I think, for about a week, 2 weeks or something. But yeah, sweet. Righto, so the thermostat's just open, but yeah, it's spitting a bit of water out. So we'll put the cap on, let it settle, and then we'll recheck the water later. But as far as we can tell, and the heater should be hot in here. Did one come with that new radiator?
What?
Did one come with the radiator?
No.
I'll switch it off. It's a boy. Oh, that didn't quite go to plan. The old radiator's outside. I'll see if I can find the cap.
That's the old one up.
So we just had an issue with the radiator cap. That looks like there's bits missing compared to a normal radiator cap, but we're not sure. But we've got, luckily, in the spare parts division, which is the mess we call a yard, we've got another one of these cars, so go down and have a look, eh? Anyway, down. So here this BMW, it's been in the yard for ages and we didn't care too much about it, but now we got it out and it's sat here for a little while. How cool does it look? So we're thinking we might have to do something with this. It's a manual, it's a 6-cylinder car. It's obviously been sitting in our yard for a long time, but yeah, it's amazing how a car like that come in 2 years ago, 3 years ago or whatever, we didn't care about, but now as time goes by and older cars are getting hard to find, some of the stuff you never would have touched now is something that you think's pretty cool and you might have a bash at. But yeah, anyway, oh yeah, remind me the BMWs for Leith to show you them, because there's another thing that's happening soon. Anyway, let's go have a look in this other one. Right, here we are. So there's another one of these wagons here. It's full of parts and stuff. It had a tan interior.
Oh, yeah, they are a weird looking one, but it was missing bits.
Okay, well there you go, cool. There's a second radiator in here, we'll see which cap's better. Yeah, it's got the flappy paddles as well. And yeah, I wasn't too worried if that bit was broken because we've got another one of them anyway. So yeah, I might come and take this
oh, that's a different radiator. That's
standard,
not one of these.
Standard handbrake out of this and put that instead of that bloody silly red cover. So yeah. Yeah, it's got the twin sunroofs as well. One of these things here are broken. Hopefully it's that side that's broken, I'm pretty sure it is. So we can replace that on Nicole's one. The headlights, Leith. See, it's got the same. We didn't know what this motor here was like, so we didn't use it. Better for Leith to repair the other one. There's a little chrome piece missing off a headlight.
Yeah, no,
yeah, I'm gonna have to order one in. But yeah, a pretty cool sort of rig. But yeah, anyway, let's go up and see if we can. Yeah. Talking to a mate about this thing. This 1954, is it a Yazoo ride-on. I'm going to put it on eBay, guys, and see what happens. He goes, put it on eBay, you never know what's going to happen. He goes, I reckon you'll do quite well. So I took some photos just then. I'm going to whack the bad boy up on eBay and yeah, see how it goes. Like, it all seems to be there. It's all pretty complete. But yeah, I'll let you know what goes on. We're just moving cars now to get this Liberty out, and yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, so water's topped up, new radiator cap's on, all the crap is moved so we can actually get out, and here we go. Yeah, looking forward to this one. I know it's not the most exciting of cars, guys, but still, you know, it's been a long time coming. Well, not really, actually, it's only been here a month or so. Alright, we'll get this out, take it for a run. Righto, here we go, guys. First run. Check engine light's gone, and of course, the phone. Righto, here we go. The power steering's still making a little bit of noise.
check engine light.
Check light engine did come back on. That could be for the power steering, but alright. And my phone's going now. It's endless, this phone thing, guys.
Come on, flashing. Might see if there's another way, better way to bleed them.
It's nice. Crisp auto.
Cruise lights flashing on that.
It's probably activated, don't worry about that. Might be rooted, it may have been rooted before we got the car. So you got some.
No, because the S is flashing and I don't know why.
What S is that?
S on the dash there, and I think that's that there. Oh, but I probably won't change because the check engine light's on. Yep, okay.
Got the heater off now.
No.
What's that? Still want to bleed it? No. Must be a bleed. We'll work the power steering out. If that's the worst thing that happens, I reckon we're doing well.
Cruise might be because of a wheel speed sensor or something like that.
smooth too. Gearbox isn't quite as crisp as I'd like, but still.
No, it's...
Yeah.
They won't shift hard, they're meant to shift smooth.
Yeah. Just got to get rid of that bloody stupid thing there. But yeah,
brakes are good, everything else is good.
I'm happy with this, guys. A couple little bugs. Check engine light, power steering noise, cruise light. But that's a very successful first run, I think. Temp gauge is alright?
Yeah, temp gauge is fine.
Sweet. We'll put the scan tool on her now, check out that engine, check engine light, find out why the cruise light's blinking. As he said, it might be a wheel speed sensor. But all in all, like, it's fucking beautiful. Like, look at this, it's got all like, I don't like carbon fibre myself, but it's got like carbon fibre bits all through the interior. So, yeah. Alright, we'll have a play and we'll let you know what was going on. Righto, so he's just plugged it in. We'll go through the process. It's not the most expensive of scan tools, but it tends to do the job where we need to. It was that strip this side that needs to be replaced, so that should be good. Cross my fingers. Alright, I'll let you know what goes on. Righto. Okay, so what do we got, mate?
Yeah, there's no current ones, but it's got the previous ones from when it had the blown head gasket. So it's engine coolant temp, sensor circuit, low input. Cylinder misfire detected, obviously, because it was pissing water into that one. Cylinder 3 misfire, yeah, obviously because of that. Cylinder 1, so yeah, they
had both
whole 3 bank, like 3 on that 1 bank. Preparatory codes, no idea what that means. And that one again. So what I'll do is I'll clear them.
And there was nothing for the cruise sensor?
No. Well, that was through just engine. I'll do the drivetrain one in a second. Okay, clear diagnostic code.
It may have just been switched on, the cruise.
It wasn't, I pressed the button.
Okay.
Okay. Transmission control system. Diagnostic codes.
Now this scan tool, guys, is just one off eBay. It cost me about $320 or $350. It does transmissions and cars. You can't do some Commodores. You can't do like VYs and VTs. It won't do, but I think it does VZs. We've had trouble with some VEs too, haven't we?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, European stuff and Subarus and all that sort of stuff, and late model stuff, it's not too bad. I could probably do a software update on it, and I might have some more, but I've never done that. As you guys are well aware that I'm a little bit computer retarded, but yeah. Just computer, yes, mate. In all other aspects, not retarded at all. You don't agree?
Well, would I?
Righto, so just started it back up. Cruise light's gone. Couldn't find anything in the driveline system. Check engine light seems to be off for now. So it's just a case of drive her now and see what she does. So. Mad. How good's that? And power steering. We might have to put a power steering pump on it. It might have been... It's hard when you get a car in and you didn't drive it before you pulled it apart. And it's not a customer's car, so you can't say to the customer, did it have this noise before we pulled it all apart? So it still may have a vapor lock in the power steering system. Yeah.